Hey chemistry heads, we've got another chemistry at home experiment for you. This one's a quick one in terms of the actual work, but there's some waiting involved. So once again, I've got some instructions from Melissa on what experiment we're doing, and I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll do it together, and then on the episode that we record and then release today, that where Melissa will explain to all of us what chemistry is at play here. So here's what you need. You need some vinegar, some table salt, a penny, and Melissa told me ideally pennies before 1982 are the best. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure that'll make stuff clear. So mine's from 1973, very good year. And I've already got the measurements poured out, so we need a fourth a cup of the vinegar, and then 1 teaspoon of the salt. And then go ahead and grab a spoon just to kind of stir the salt in the vinegar with, and then have a paper towel for afterward. So let's jump right in. I'm going to put the penny into a little glass, little Pyrex thing here. And actually, you know what? Maybe I'll... Aha! I'm going to use my scientific thinking brain and put the vinegar and salt in first. Okay. Fourth a cup of vinegar. Teaspoon of salt. It's very funny because this is one of my favorite snacks. So it's interesting that we're using it in an experiment. So, in my experience so far, it may take a bit for the salt to dissolve into the vinegar. What we're going to do once we place the penny in is we're going to leave it for 5 minutes. So, I'm going to bring the camera over here and show what's going on with the penny and fast forward it. Okay, we're getting there. That's pretty good. Okay. So, let's, oops. Okay, here we go. Bon appetit. Actually, I'm going to lower it in so that it's head first. Okay, so now the 5 minutes are up, and I just sat watching the penny. To me, it seems like it got shinier. This penny being pretty old looked pretty dull to me, but I can't really tell if that's the case or if it just looks like that because it's in some liquid. So what we're going to do now is take the penny out, put it on a paper towel, and leave it overnight. I'm going to try to set up my old iPad to do a time lapse overnight to watch what happens to the penny. If you're not doing this overnight, you can just leave it during the day. Put it maybe somewhere away on a counter or on a shelf or something like that, somewhere where you're not going to be tempted to spend it, and see, I guess maybe about 12 hours ish. I think if the instructions are correct, we should see some changes after a certain amount of time, maybe even just like 6 or 8 hours. But in my case, it makes sense for me to leave it overnight, so we're going to do that. And then we'll hopefully be showing you a time lapse of what happens to the penny once it's just out, hanging out on this paper towel overnight. So that's it for this experiment, other than just waiting and seeing what happens after this. So be sure to tune in to today's Chemistry at Home episode to learn about the chemistries going on here. And I'll be seeing with you what happens to this penny right after this in this hopefully time-lapse video that we'll be playing now. Hopefully, please. I hope it works. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me, and hope you guys have fun with this one. A little bit more simple, a little bit quicker, but I think it's going to be cool. So, thanks so much. Talk to y'all soon.